Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh and greetings to you all. This is Dr. Kalimullah from Faculty of Economics, Kardan University. With the permission of honorable guests, respected Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, professors and students, I am presenting our manuscript entitled with Exploring Cross-Border Partnerships to Empower Afghan SMEs, with special reference to financial resources, technologies and expertise through strategic collaborations or to regional collaborations. The main purpose of our study was to examine the role of strategic collaborations, specifically with neighboring countries, to enhance or empower the Afghanistan's small-medium enterprises, whether it's current enterprises or whether to develop or to establish new small-medium enterprises. For this purpose, we followed mixed methodology, including qualitative approach, secondary data and primary data. We conducted focus group discussions with 8 individuals. Some of them were also SMEs owners, and also we reviewed secondary articles. The articles which we reviewed that were specifically focusing on Afghanistan context and was specifically focusing on collaborations with neighboring countries. So what we found, what we actually did in analysis, we used the thematic analysis process while linkage and comparing with secondary and primary data, and then we came to the results that may not be that much visible, but of course available in the complete articles. Strategic or cross-border collaborations. Strategic collaborations or cross-border collaborations. How is it possible that we can enhance the small-medium enterprises of Afghanistan through strategic collaborations? So, this cross-border partnerships, there is a need to develop a collaborative strategic framework, collaborative regulatory framework of SMEs. How those SMEs can be regulated? For that purpose, we propose that there must be a strategic collaborative regulatory framework of small-medium enterprises. And that regulatory framework should include or should focus on many factors. For example, like the local SMEs awareness level. Very rightly, the honorable guest, Dr. Khalkhasa, pointed out the behavioral approach or mindset or the awareness level of SMEs for collaborations. That is, of course, that framework should consider. And regional trade zones, for example, like, if I'm not wrong, one of the, with the help of Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce and Industry, one of the trade zone, combined trade zone or trade market have been arranged. Same way, like these kind of regional trade zones can be considered in that regulatory framework. Similarly, institutional support of the, so how those institutional support, or they should provide support, that itself is another issue, but there must be institutional support. For example, Afghanistan Chamber of Commerce support and other neighboring countries Chamber of Commerce support. So they should develop a kind of a harmonious kind of regulations for these strategic collaborations for developing SMEs in Afghanistan. Secondly, we also say that partnerships incentives, for example, 2 SMEs or 3 SMEs, small medium enterprises, incentives should be introduced in that regulatory framework. Regional or shared banking kind of approach should be considered. Similarly, special visa facilitation centers for the small business owners. There are many other factors that is, of course, mentioned here, like for example, joint ventures and joint markets, capacity building in terms of not only teaching theoretically but apprenticeship programs. For example, industrial or for example manufacturing products, how those specific products are developed. So similarly, supply chain integrations, like for example, if I give the example of Pakistan, over there mostly people prefer the dry fruits and the fresh fruits of Afghanistan without proper branding and without proper labeling. Only the one thing which is mentioned that it's from Afghanistan, yes, it's from Kabul, without proper labeling or branding or proper company name. So that kind of things can be integrated with the help of strategic collaboration framework development, SMEs diplomacies with neighboring countries, similarly technology transfer and innovations. All these factors mostly depending on the political will of the country, of the neighboring countries also including Afghanistan. So there are some political barriers, for example, which are like political will, banking challenges, visa and mobility issues, lack of diplomatic agreements and some border uncertainty issues. So these were some of the factors that we are proposing for the coming research studies also. Like suppose if we say that how these factors can be considered, these itself are some of the factors which we are recommending for future studies. It means that future studies can consider some of these factors. For example, like the supply chain integrations via technology transfer agreements. What kind of specific technological transfer agreements are possible within the context of Afghanistan's SMEs development itself can be one of the future research study. These factors which we are concluding here, these itself can be future research studies. Overall, we recommend that there must be a collaborative regulatory framework independently with each neighboring country of Afghanistan. This was all about from our study. If there is any questions, so the floor is open for questions. Thank you so much. If there is any question, you are most welcome. If not, then we will invite another presenter to present his